it means more here for OG to try and get this to a 2-2. Because if that's the case, they might be able to sort of get rid of that blemish of that 4-0 defeat that they had at KWC.
Well, let's see. OG Esports, the team that has a dream. But right now, that dream is going to be put to sleep because Nova lead the series 2-1. And this is a very scary draft.
It's a scary draft, it's a risky draft, but OG, they dream and they will want to deliver because the dreams are in the hands of Nova Esports. As we kick off game number 4, Nova Esports in the lead with match point on their hand.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into game number 4 here between OG Esports and Nova Esports. The battle of the esports organizations right now, and Nova looking to have that match point.
Yeah, right off the bat, Moonchen spots out the two members, Mookie as well as Waypit here, and it's not looking too good. He needs to provide space for Arn right now. It should be a winning lane for the side of OG right here.
I think OG just needs to make sure that they keep Moochie in check, right? Like, they don't want to make sure that he's like trading these T1s like we've seen for the past 2 games, and then he just gets to go uncontested into the T2 territory, because lads, 2 games in a row is not working.
Yeah. I think they need to be really crisp in their decision making, right? If you want to take a fight, take it. If you're not going to, then just go and defend your towers.
Yeah, exactly. They just need to do that, right? Let's see, KIC was able to save that one, get the last hit onto that little creep there, keeping that resources over to the side of OG Esports.
Yeah, right now it's Clash lane. Look, the lane freezing is so monumental, and no, KIC under danger at the top side at the same time. Bottom has action as well. OG and Nova, they have to wrestle over this one.
They do. I mean, there's a lot at stake, right? Obviously, it's either you are going through qualifying, or you're going down to the lower bracket for the side of OG Esports, or the thing for Nova is you gotta go another game.
And the biggest thing is, you know, out of the game.
Yeah.
What does this do to your confidence? If you lose this, it is going to be a heartbreaker. But for now, the base is looking like it's under trouble for the side of KIC, but the dive comes in. OG.
Now we're getting 3v2 dive here. They're taking liberties to get placed down onto Waypit and Moochie, but they're trying to get through, but it didn't quite work.
They know, they know!
Oh, okay. Go-to mobilization has been used as well as the flash, but Heartlink is going to save Moochin.
Smart flash from the side of Moochin there. He was right smack in the middle of 4 different members on the side of Nova. Right now, here comes the aggression coming in from the side of OG. Not going to find it much success though. CY does manage to secure that part of the jungle.
Very aggressive. Moochie gets hit by the bit of farewell, but there's no follow-up. Obviously, the Paracel for the side of OG on gets him sent back into safety, but Moochie still uncontested.
Yeah, Parasola. Gonna see you later. And for now, OG, they're hanging on. They have a very, very slight lead. Once again, I feel like it's negligible, but we'll see. Nova, they're holding on because nobody wants to make that first mistake. It's so painful now.
Exactly. But obviously, looking at this, obviously 1-to-1 in the jungle here, very much neck and neck is going to be Dao and CY with how fast they are farming up. But it is going to be the giant script that's going to be built here finally for the side of Dao and CY. So maybe, just maybe, we are going to get that attack, the tank come here.
Oh, they don't get it. Waypit just wasted his unbridled outburst. Very uncanny of him.
Yep, you can't spell wasted without way, and that is going to be a wasted unbridled outburst here, but there's the board. It doesn't catch onto anybody, but it's going to get access to the backline here for Worst Blood going over to Dao here onto Wendy. We were saying that the Suya is a good counter to the Masashi, but hello, delivery.
Yep, OG, they turn up the heat. This is exactly what they need right now. Nova, they had a great start, but OG responded in kind. It is now 1,000 gold ahead for the side of OG.
Taking those balls away with the taking liberties as well is definitely going to funnel a little bit more gold over to the side of OG, getting themselves into a good position. 15 seconds on the board here until those neutral objectives come online.
Okay, so KIC did make that steal. He now has the EXP advantage. It might not be the biggest difference at this point, but you know, being at level 7 versus being at level 6 could prove to be the difference. But it's, I mean, it's down to the wire between these two teams right now, Nova and OG. OG gets started on the Tyrant.
They're going on the Tyrant here, but it is going to be OG that claims this one. We have seen Opa into the audience as well. He's come to learn a thing or two on the big screen because his eyes are hurting.
Yep, he's definitely looking for some value there right now. Maybe he needs to buy some specs to join next club. But you know, at this point, OG, good start, but Nova, you know they're looking for an opening. All we need from the side of Nova is a big ultimate landing on the side of Waypit.
Oh yeah, just a huge unbridled layer burst that isn't wasted. It's going to actually turn the tail for the side of Nova Esports, who are currently in the game-winning position here. So, can they afford to lose this one? Yes, as long as they play a game number 5 very well.
That's true, but I don't think as an MKL fan you want that to happen, right? If it has to happen, it has to happen now. Game 4, Nova should take this. OG, you know they're fighting for their lives.
Look at the bot side of the map. Muchi is having free reign of the T1, and even with CY, they're going to approach through for the T2 as well, and nobody's going around to stop them. This is going to be a quick takedown by the side of Nova Esports. You know what? I'm going off the broadcast desk. I've seen this before.
Chill out, chill out. They are going for more. This is why they don't defend. They want to get the lives. But OG, that seems to be the wrong choice here. There is going to be a wraparound. Hang on, when it's falling low though.
It is falling low. Muchi is maybe getting caught out here. He's going to get taken down. Goes over to Arm, but into the back line is going to get trying to go for the 1v1 onto Shuan. But there it is. The unended tries to fake the stampede. Gets out alive, but it's going to be CY zapping away.
It's a great escape from OG. Can they find a value? Oh, hang on.
The board catches Wendy and Waypit. Is that going to be enough for KK to get the kill here on? But it's going to be the Universal War. But no! On from the back line gets a takedown onto Wendy. Looking for some more. Waypit taking a lot of damage, but gets out alive.
They have made a statement. OG will not give up. And right now, they're fighting for the scraps. But it is still a 1,000 goal lead going into the favor of OG. They hold on to the dream.
They hold on, but I don't like looking at that bot side of the map. Like, that's something that we should have learned from now. But yes, they were able to obviously get a few kills here into the direct consequences of them obviously focusing down this bot side of the map. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared.
All right, we understand that fear. I mean, it's part of the process right now. But Nova, they're trying to put that pressure on the T1 in the mid. Right now, OG, this has to be a big fight, right?
It has to be. The catch to the Waypit into that board there. But now we do see the Schwans trying to get onto the back line there, doing a lot of damage onto Wen. They're clearly showing that Wen is a little bit of a nuisance here for the side of Nova Esports.
Yeah, but at the same time, look at the performance by CY on this Agudo has been phenomenal so far. Right?
Oh, yeah.
The ultimates have been big. They have been able to stop OG in their tracks. If that ultimate did not land onto the members of OG, that would have been a big team fight for the side of OG to take advantage of.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's a match where I've seen CY play Agudo and I've not been impressed. So I think naturally it's a good pick here for him. He plays it very well, but the access to the backline, the duel to the death is going to be committed here onto Wendy once again. The Imperiled State has been worn up, but Muchi's now joining the pale as well. The box catches absolutely Muchi there. No, Schwan, so it doesn't get access into the backline, meaning that casualties on the side of OG Esports are going to get limited.
Yep, it was a defense mechanism in that sense, right? When actually doing well for the team here, but the T1 also under pressure. The mid wave has been taken out from the side of OG. Nova now want to put pressure on the T1 here. Can they do it?
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, Wendy with this pick is so good. Because obviously the wave clear from Suya as well is just so brutal. The fact that they have obviously CY with the critters as well to place that down, they can do a lot of damage onto these T1, T2s. But top side of the map, Chuan has to respond.
Now does have his ultimate. They want to go in.
Ooh, was OG. Oh no, it's going to be Butcher that gets claim onto that one. It's going to be attacked onto the backline. CY goes down, looking for that one singular kill because the Tyrant's on the board now.
So out for 20 seconds for CY, but Waypit does have the smite. Does he want to try and contest for this take in the 8-minute mark? OG will probably start working onto this Tyrant, and of course that will be the game plan here. It looks like Nova says, no risk. We don't want any part of this.
I think if Waypit had the Unbridled Outburst, then maybe so. They would try and contest this, but the T2 down to the bot side has now been neutralized on the side of OG. They get that takedown, but it's going to be Wendy with the wave clearing that one out.
All right, are you now more comfortable? They have taken a T2 on the bottom
I'm still
side.
dissociating. I'm still dissociating from the from depression.
All right, 4,000. This time in game number 4. 4,000 gold ahead for OG. They are the ones in control. And if they make the right calls here, it could be Nova and OG heading into game number 5. Next one will make a big difference here.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a Clash of the Titans, you want nothing less, right? I mean, you can't say this is a Clash of the Titans and then one of them loses 3-0. It's just not within the realm of possibilities, and it's a bad name for the title. But we will discuss that later. 4 kills onto the board for the side of OG Esports, and they have the gold lead. This is OG's game to lose.
Yep, when just needs a nice board, right? That's the game plan. Once you have a nice board, you combo that with the Destiny encounter as well, and all Dao Dao needs to do after that whole chaotic situation is to find that one target.
Looking around here, maybe try and contest this Crimson Golem once again for the side of OG Esports. Nova running this one down pretty low. It's going to be the Bright Labors, catches onto 2, but can they follow it up? No, the board completely mitigates that offensive attack here, but it is going to be the Apparel Saint onto Schwan, but he goes into the back line. They get the kill. 1-0, 2-0. Give me some more, baby. 3-1 trade for OG Esports.
Yep, at the price of this is well worth it. The T1 now under pressure from the side of OG. All they have to do, oh, what a nice illuminating / blocking the potential that is Nova. And this is the story of game number 4.
Yep, it's no longer the story of Balamori. This is the story of OG Esports. The Dream OG coming back in this one as they've just taken 2 defeats back to back. We questioned their mental, but now I feel like we have the answer.
Right, this is a potential comeback, but we don't count our chickens before they hatch. Nova, as always, can come back. They have done it before. They've done it twice already in this best of 5 series. Nova, you just need to wait for that timing.
And speaking of waiting for the timing, we will just get that instant replay just to see that Unbright Labor is completely mitigated by that board. What a beautiful play there by Wen.
Yeah, this is what you need to do on the Yixing, right? So Wen doing so well to not just capture them all into one particular spot, but this damage turn around, goodness, just an encounter.
Yeah.
Not only did Dao Dao do his job by getting the damage in and the imperiled state, the heals coming in changed the whole fight. Muchen, of course, with the usage of his ultimate, that really changed the game.
Yeah, they got heals, they're multiplying, and currently at the moment, Nova Esports is losing control of this game number 4. But there is a universal law, just using that phase check, they do get the Crimson Golem away from the side of Nova Esports.
Okay, that's a great steal for the side of OG. So Dao Dao, this is going to be valuable damage off it for the side of this team. But Nova, they also have a lot of setup. CY with the Ghost mobilization, dropping down the furball, that's going to be huge. He has, you know, captured quite a few of the OG members, and this is even without considering the ultimate by Waypit. By the way, he has it.
He does have the ultimate. The Unbridled Burst is in the stock and barrel of the side of Nova Esports, which could be a big spell of disaster, but Wen just needs to catch it out once again.
Yep, and look, Wendy, I think she's the game changer here for the side of Nova. The divine punishment, that knockout is going to be the most painful punishment laid over to the side of OG. OG, they have to do this right. They have to pass this test that is Nova. If they don't, they're gonna get spanked here.
Oh, yeah. We don't want that, do we? We don't want that. We're not back at school, thank you very much. Don't give me the ruler, please, sir. But now we are going in here to the T2, into the mid lane here. It's going to be really all down to Arn. Obviously, Arn was the first dep onto the side of OG Esports, and he's showing that he is the driving force of the damage. But Dao Dao, like the big brother he is, he's just going in to be the spearhead.
Yeah, and this is his mega star performance here on the Arn. He does have the Crimson buff on his hands as well. Now OG, they have taken down the Shadow Overlord. This is going to give you the biggest split push available. Right now, they're going to be looking for that singular target, Xuan, under pressure for his life. But that comes with the vision, and it looks like Nova, they are here to back his teammates up. The OG will not contest for that.
Yeah, I think the one way that Nova can get back into this one, or at least kind of put the pressure on, is definitely that opened up T2 down to the bottom side of the map, but we are going to be seeing that Shadow Vanguard being placed at the top side here as well, which is going to be on the opposite side where they need to push, so I feel like this is a good decision from OG.
Yeah, and a good decision from the OB as well. I mean, that angle, that shook my lane. I was like, oh, I'm getting cleared here.
Yeah, whoa, like 3D, like take me now, clear me the wave.
Right, and now clearing it is. It's cleanup time. OG now on the cusp of breaking into the base of Nova Esports.
Only a matter of time, but I feel like Nova is definitely not going to take this one lying down, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the planning, execution. Dao Dao makes sure that he gets a little bit of damage over to the side of CY first, just to tenderize it, right? You want to set things up.
tender chicken, like chicken edible, right? Like they are melting this
Oh,
bone
nice.
now, but the gorge mobilization does catch on to Wen. He's got to be careful. It's going to be the invincible from that passive, not yet quite procced, but there's not really much damage being done. Obviously, over onto Waypit, he's storing that Unbridled Outburst.
But this defense, perfect from the side of Nova. There's nothing they can do. OG!
Oh, he's looking for it. He's looking for the takedown onto Wendy. He gets it, but is Dow going to fall? He is. They're looking for more. On is going to be the difference maker. CY down, Schwan down. On is an army of one as they get a 4 teammates for OG Esports. Minions running through the mid. We are getting game number 5.
There is no time to waste. OG come back and they come back strong. Dream OG as we head into game number 5.
Woo! Sagi, take the Italian flag off. I can see it.
Wait.